Hey, Scrap Force fans, I can roll back here again. Been a while. I've been sick lately, and there hadn't been a lot of new stuff for me to do. I tried the Undying Curse last time, and I kicked my butt. A little better strategy this time here. So I'm going to start off with showing you the team I have. And here's my squad that I'm going to be using. Pretty much heavy fire-based squad, obviously, since all plant enemies. Some of the key things here that you make sure you have is high fort, the fusion bomb or meteor is going to be useful, and Yuko has to kind of be 6 stars because you need that recall ability right there to bring everybody back, because he has the impending doom or something like that where he wipes your board completely, no matter who's on the board or what it is. It just completely kills everybody. I'm doing this on the master difficulty just because it's obviously a little bit easier, and I was able to get through it with very minimal difficulty with a pretty decent team here. So, and I don't end up getting him this time, but I do have him. I beat it a couple other times and got him once. So, and he's a pretty good character. His powers are kind of weird. I don't know if they're functioning completely correctly or not. I know some of the other characters have, or some of the other players I've seen in the arena have him, and he's pretty beefy. Plus, he's only 2 shards, which is pretty awesome. So I'm going to take some pretty big hits here in the beginning, and he has this, his 6-star version has this thing where he makes one of his people have more power or whatever. When you get him, you can do the same thing, and basically it makes them like super strong, and you get 1 hit and they die. So kind of useful. He's kind of one of those positive, negative type characters where he has good things and bad things, and his good things are really, really good, and his bad things kind of suck. So you can see here I'm just kind of waiting to build up some shards, kind of that same old strategy to get some of the heavier characters out. I couldn't time it exactly when he does the impending doom thing or whatever, his main hit that hurts you. But all his characters are pretty low shards, so he has tons of people on the board. So some of the useful things to have is the characters that have aim and splash damage, so you can kill multiple characters at the same time, and some of the characters that have abilities that allow you to hit enemies multiple times or whatever are going to be very, very useful as well. Like putting out all my defensive characters there in the front to take some of the damage. And they do have this power, the enemy is called Lob, where they can hit behind the front row. But if you notice there, if you have somebody on the second row, they'll hit them instead of your base, so which will save you a little bit there. And again, I like trying to clean the board up because my life does get a little bit low. I could have brought Plant-A-Mir or the tool chest to help out a little bit, but it gets down pretty low, but I survive it. So one of the keys here is just to start hitting as soon as possible, clear a couple lanes for some of those heavy hitters, and the key is to try to get him down as quick as possible is my strategy, and it worked pretty well here. So I'm trying to kind of figure out what I want to do. Take my target shot. Again, aim is awesome, and he has splash damage there, so it hits multiple characters, which is good. And now I can have Eric and what's-his-face take a couple good swipes there. Double damage, which is fantastic. And again, I'm not going to drop my Yuko until he does the clear the board thing, because I won't be able to drop her immediately and recall all my characters at one time. And again, that's kind of crucial to winning this battle. Otherwise, you're not going to have a lot of characters to play. Even though you have 10 shards, oh, there it is, Inevitable Doom. Kills them all. And he brings everybody out. Now, you think bring out Yuko immediately, get your characters back. I get really lucky that the fusion bomb comes. So I'm going to drop the fusion bomb instead to wipe his side of the board, which is really nice. And you could use Meteor Storm as well here. Either one would work, because I got 6 shards. Or I had 10 shards, so it doesn't matter. Meteor Storm is 6, the fusion bomb is 4. Not a big deal. So they're all dead. And he puts his characters out. Now I'll bring Yuko out, get rid of one of his characters, and all my guys are back from the dead. And I really wish he wouldn't have died here. He takes a couple hits and dies. Because he has splash damage, and that would have been awesome. Splash damage with aim is fantastic. So, I'm doing okay here. I'm going to drop out and get fire damage because that helps a lot. So Randall is awesome here because, again, he has high life power, so he's going to do some big hits. And when I drop out my aerial, I'm going to put double charge on Randall, so he's going to be hitting twice for double damage on Marco, which is crucial to winning this one, in my opinion. So again, Randall, Yuko, and Ariel are almost key, and then all other high-level fire characters. And again, your Yuko really needs to be 6 stars, so you have that recall ability. Eric's awesome, pretty high level. His lance ability, he can kill 2 guys for you, which would be great, or he can hit 1 guy and hit Marco as well, which is awesome. And I kind of get rid of Ariel here on purpose, take some hits with him, even though he's electric and he gets damaged pretty bad. I can put him back on the board and give 2 people, and I give, what's his face? I forgot the flying guy up there, the rocket guy, double attack 2, so that I have 2 people that are hitting pretty heavy, because every time I bring out a fire guy, he gets affinity. I can't remember his name. I forget the hero's name sometimes. I don't know, it's dumb. So I'm doing pretty good here, and I actually I kill Marco, I think, before he gets another inevitable doom. If he gets 2 inevitable dooms on you, you're not going to survive. And I'm probably pretty sure the legend version of this is he's going to have 60,000 life, so I'm not sure how you would get him down so quick. But so here he is. I use Ariel to hurt that guy, and then use my Anthony to kill him, and then I'll bring Ariel back out, and put the hyper. Again, I'm always just trying to clear lanes for my heavier hitters, which is very, very helpful. And again, I'm doing pretty good here. Still got 2,000 health, and again, they can lob over if you have nobody in the back row. So keeping that back row filled with people is good. So there, I'm going to do 2 hits, both with Randall and what's-his-face. I'll just call him Flyboy, because I forget his name. My bad. I'll remember right at the end of the video, I'm sure. And then we give Flyboy there the rocket launcher, a couple big hits. Again, so he gives that Curse of Power, and you get that too when he becomes 6-star, which is kind of neat because your character gets a percentage of the enemy's base and dies at the end of their turn. So again, I cleared the lane there for Randall and Flyboy, and I'm going to replace Anthony there with Duncan. I'll just take a big hit here with Eric, and then clear the lane. And take some big hits here. So there's 700, 1500, 1128, another 1500, and another 1128. And I could have used Ariel there to attack, but not a big deal. So he uses the Curse Power again. Again, all his guys cost 2 shards, so he always gets put 5 guys out. That's why if you have somebody with splash damage, it could be very, very useful. Joe with splash damage could be awesome here. So any of the characters with splash damage would help, because you could kill 2 or 3 guys and clear lanes for some of your heavy hitters, like Eric or Randall. See Randall here hitting for 2,400. Awesome. And boom. This will be the last one. That shall do it. And Marco is dead. So again there, just to review, 6-star Yuko. Once everybody's gone, clear the board once with the Fusion Bomb. Then use her to get all your guys back and start putting people out. Drop Ariel twice, or if you have 2 Ariels, to get a couple people with hyper, so they can do damage and keep those lanes cleared. And just want to show you that I didn't get him that time, but I did get Marco before. And he has that Ankha, or whatever, I don't know how to say it, Inkach, where he gets power for how many people are adjacent to him, which I don't think it works properly right now. And the negative thing is he has Rot. Anybody adjacent to him doesn't have their regen ability. So that's kind of weird. But anyway, there you go. There is the Undying Curse. And as always, subscribe, comment, like. And if you have any special requests, let me know. Thanks, guys. Peace.